we have a Complexity who are fighting for their lives, not just here and now, but in the follow-up day as well. So this is going to be a hard-fought battle for Complexity to try and remain on home soil.
Gonna go fast in the pistol, straight out through A main. They run it through. Only Mosiah in the way. And they've got him pinned in at the back of the site, but he's not going anywhere. This is clean stuff. Leaving it just on G. 1v2 rolled out in front of him. Bomb away out in no man's land, and he's getting wrapped in the back of the site, doesn't know where to look, so pistol round will get secured early on the board. Complexity finds success to open up on train.
Start this train off on the right tracks. What Tyloo do we get today? Up close to main, a bit of a brawl, a bit of a bash, and they do go 1-for-1. There's still players close behind this train, though. 3 by red, so Complexity are going to have fights where they want them. JT thought he was in cover. Full blind spam through the smoke.
Cole's trying to recover this one, and they've answered back nicely. It's just this scout on G. Everyone's painted up with damage, though. This scout's going to hit like an orb. Oh, yeah. G sees toes. Junior dead. And G still dancing around. He tries to go on the shot for the second player, but he can't get a handle on Nyx. Are they ready for Jam Young tucked in here? They're up and leaving. He just gets that spot off in time. So Jam Young will be ahead of them on the rotate here.
It went both ways. They saw him.
They've made it in.
I think they saw him on the minimap. They jumped over the train. They know.
Jam Young falls. And that one on a knife's edge in the 4-spy round from Tyloo. I mean, I guess early on, you know, it's nice to kind of limit test the ability for squads to stop a well put together A play. Yeah, we are going to get a bit more variety out of Complexity now. No one in A main. Instead, it's all towards upper, but Jam Young's got to get aggressive to open up this round. He even took this crossover towards the pop position, and with none of those early nades to kind of harass him, he's been able to stay posted here on that AWP.
We did still see Tyloo drop 2 pre-smokes, one on B to put out the molly. Jam Young ate the nade, and G smoked the pop dog so he could play in case there was a Molotov.
Even though there's some nice moves at the start, it's not been enough. Cole's still able to just run through this B site, and Tyloo, they're grouping for this, but they are very locked out of this round. Having to come in super late from the spawn side, relies on getting that first kill, and instead it's going to go against them. So just a save on the AWP, that's a rough round for Tyloo. Start things off with the early pick on Jam Young, have a second player over towards B, but neither of them able to get away with anything as that hit comes through.
I'm surprised Tyloo even hung around as much as they did. Like you said, they were locked down on position, and this is going to get worse. Molly's got to come down, that's too deep. He's trapped in the corner, nowhere to go. And Cole coming for these guns. Oh, just about. Tyloo saved that AWP. But Complexity are running rampant right now on this T side. Tyloo still have a pretty good buy here. 2 guns saved, drop some more over. It's only Mercury taking a back seat. Straight out for Grim, but that position's Molotov. He's got nowhere to go. Full blind in the open, bit of cover, but the main smoke comes in and Mercury does not clear his corner. Attacker will, tucked behind the box. JT comes out gunning, and Cole just keep putting pressure on this yard. Oof. Smoked himself.
That's awkward, yeah. And that is going to waste precious time. For Mosiah, he's got to slow on down now, and both teams will. Waiting for that reaction at Complexity. JT, been on this angle a very long time. I wonder if the second he looks away, that's when Jam Young goes for the swing.
Oh, don't.
He's still holding it. He's adamant. I will stay on the... Oh, hang on a second. Turns away, but Jam Young doesn't react yet. Waiting for that bomb to go down. Now planted. Junior's going to try and take this space away. Jam Young rewarded for his patience. Now they know about the player over here in Pop. They're looking for him, but JT's been snuffed out on this push out through camera. Nyx can't withstand it, and finally Tyloo stick the landing on one of these retakes.
Feels like a weird push for Junior there. I think if they did it together, it would have been fine. You can play for the trade, play for the space. No one's stopping them. Pretty risky Ivy setup, and Messiah's going to walk in, but he gets his kill, and he's got cover from the AWP. If they try and chase this one, G should have it for free. Junior's patient. But he's now thrust into a very difficult situation.
I mean, with Grim coming his way, right, this peak is feeling inevitable. G will have a shot on target here over towards Ivy, and it's the AWP swinging in first. Junior found. Things go from bad to worse for Complexity in this one. That's the bomb with Grim as well, so doesn't even want to really try and attempt that trade. You know that G's already off the angle. You've missed your window to go for it. He's just looking to link back up with his teammates over here at B. They don't get in unscathed. Jam Young on the line. JT out of the round, and so Nyx and Grim have to get this done in a 2-on-5. Just Grim left in the picture. Hold on a second, the ball's rolling now. Grim, 2 kills on his way to a 1v4 clutch. Gonna get that bomb planted as well. Knows where both players are coming from. Grim's got the round laid out in front of him, and he gets so close. But quelled in the 1v1, 3 kills on his way there to a 1v4 clutch. They've given Grim a hero gun on this force buy. They want to try and capitalize on the damage they did in that last round, and they've got faith in Grimathy to give them these openings. Oh, he's running it through with the AK. Grim is inspired after that last round. He's making a play here, pushing the smoke. It's a lineup for Grim, and you'd like to think he's done enough. Mercury and Attacker both wounded. The hero gun for Complexity blazes a trail into the B site and looks to put Cole firmly back in pole position. Nothing being offered to Mercury here, but he still creeps up, still creeps in. Looks for the player on the site. Good bit of time ticked off this bomb already. If they do want to go for this, they've got to go now, and they've lost Attacker in the back line. Mercury getting iced out, doesn't know where to look. And so Grim gifted an AK after a near 1v4 in the round prior. He just bails Complexity out there with a 3-piece on the opening.
Dude, that was dirty, and they set him up really well. Perfect pop flash, ruined G on this line, but he hits every shot, and they even push past Thomas Train as well. And Complexity win a round they should never.
I mean, this is the type of stuff you want to see from Grim, right? He is the kind of most experienced piece to the Complexity squad, someone you've seen put up those star numbers. But kind of riding the high of that last round, they try and go fast out into this A site. They run right into the pistols. Now it's a recovery mission. Very split up here. A Complexity backstab gonna land on Nyx. Junior and Sixy is split up. So Sixy left fighting on his lonesome. Gets one for free.
Oh, big nade.
That's gonna find another. As Eye now falls, Sixy has single-handedly reclaimed this 2v4, bringing it back into an even odds bout. Sixy still going, and it's his time in the limelight now. After back-to-back huge rounds from Grim, Sixy reminds us that he's here, and he's got a point to prove in Austin as well. Jam Young on the wrap back. Last spotted over towards Pop Dog. It was him who got that flank onto Nyx. Are they ready for this reposition?
Element of surprise is all Jam Young has. He doesn't even have his rifle out. Deagle moving in. Sixy with Junior's back covered, but they move in. Side turn, Jam Young with a Deagle spam. 1v1, and he's read it well. He knows Junior's up close. On the site, hits the headshot, and Complexity survive. A 2v4, one out by Sixy and Junior of this opening move for Cole. And so they go a little bit more standard, a little bit slower, popping late through the smoke.
You know, that way you've dodged the early util. Sixy given a chance at that opening fight, but it's a revolving door in these highlight moments. This time it's got to come from somewhere else. Nyx and Junior this time in a 2-on-4 as it begins. Junior left in it all alone. Jam Young's accounted for, knowing about back in the main position. Gonna get dealt with, but he's not ready for Mosiah, and so a successful... I mean, Grim kind of has to focus on fighting forward here. That means his teammates are the ones that have to watch Pop. They learn about the SMG now. Huge pickup for Junior. Attacker also felled. Pistols find a lot of success here for Complexity. And now in a 5-on-3, a whole world rolled out ahead of them as far as they're concerned. This should be their round. G makes his way over, gonna try and help out this B site. But it's far from comfortable for Jam Young, who's just shrunk down here on the SMG, hoping he can turn the tide. Him and G offer up kills for Tyloo. Jam Young is still going. Grim in a box. And that leaves it all on Sixy. Advantage has crumbled away. He's coming in late on this backstab, but the more time that passes, the more Tyloo start to consider it. He's retrieved the G AWP.
Ouch.
They give him a little bit of space to make his way out into the open. One man up in the heavens, one in the sight for Tyloo. Sixy trying to close the distance, but isn't ready for that sight man. And so Tyloo, 3 versus 5. That's a rough round to try and put a stop to if you're Tyloo, but they move their pieces well.
This is going to be a late round. That's what they wanted. Oh, it gets better.
I mean, that's the best possible result they could have hoped for out of this double push out towards B, and they've completely locked Complexity out of that half of the map. That only leaves them with this A play. And with Pop corrupted, it's a very claustrophobic side of the map to try and move into, but Grim does have good space. Molly forces attacker wide. That's a Grim double entry to turn this 3-on-5 around.
They've got so much room.
Bomb has been planted.
Backstab for Jam Young, picks one up for free. But Grim has been the big fixture, the man to keep an eye on. Are they able to get past him? No. Grim, gun on at the right time, 3 kills deep. The one-man army of Complexity trying to put them onto a winning half. And at nearly 20 kills deep at the end of this first half, Grim is giving it all he's got. He doesn't want this to be his final game in Austin. G left in this clutch, but it's Grim to beat. Defuse being held. G's hit the shot. And that is masterful from Tyloo's AWP. It's so close, he just gets it. G has locked in a split half for Tyloo.
Just that one info of a player T-spawn. Look what it's done to the setup. Cole are prepared.
Swing and miss from JT, but it doesn't matter as long as they go right into Junior's duel. Berettas, that was meant to be where the ball gets rolling. Instead, as has often been the case, it's going to come down to Grim over here at the red train. He's overran, he's overwhelmed. Shots hit by Jam Young and Mercury. Tyloo looking to move into pole position. They were 2-6 down in this game. And if they can get past Nix, they're on their way to a winning ticket. Running him down, G with the wide swing seals the deal on that pistol for Tyloo.
G just being the hero again for this team. And so, okay, Nix has bought him an AWP. And to be honest, it needs to start because Grim can't do this alone. He can't do it at all. 3 players dead in 5 seconds. This round is already over. Sixy trying to fight for it 1-for-1, and poor Junior is locked out behind the smoke. By virtue of position, he doesn't have a choice in this round. Does hit that cross shot, bomb dropped. But they know where he is, they've got him boxed in. There's nowhere for Junior to go. Trying to provide a path to escape. Junior hits a second, and maybe we're cooking after all.
I mean, this would be a hell of a time for Junior to find his voice in this game. Molly's nearly burnt Jam Young into the open. Oh, that's clean for Junior, but he can't find the last man.
That's the story of this game right now. Close, but not enough for Complexity. Another 1v4 that comes down to the final man. No fear for Jam Young. Tyloo keeps streaking. 8 in a row. clear.
Oh, Grim making more aggro moves.
He's not ready for this, though. That's not a position.
He's not ready for it, sure, but also it's not going to catch him. He doesn't have to go that way, and so he's just going to deep flank onto this B side. Grim right now has the round in the palm of his hands. He's 20 kills deep. Grim is playing out of his mind, and he's taking all these risks, making all these aggressive moves, because he knows he has to be the guy to make a difference, and he is in position to do so. Grim, with the trigger discipline, knows that one kill won't cut it, but after so much time, feels like he has to take it, and that's when G finds him. That backstab, just netting the one kill. Gun now lost as well for Complexity. Can anyone else be the hero? Grim looking on, feeling like he could have saved this round. This shot from the junior scout, but it's Sixy swinging wide to try and bring Complexity back in after this 8-round hiatus on Train. Their home map, the one they've always looked to play, and it's only Messiah between them and that goal.
Not like this.
25 seconds left to play with. Time is not on his side. He's done good damage. Nerves are setting in for Complexity, but 15 seconds between them and finally getting this round over the line. They don't want him to fight them here. Messiah moving in, ready for the player back in Z. It's 60 swinging out to save the day.
And that will fake you out as well. That will make you very paranoid. Not now, but later in the round, before this B play comes through. 40 seconds, miss molly for Tyloo. They've still got to hit it.
Cole realize now this is the B play. They're bringing everyone back, but this B hold has to withstand the incoming Tyloo hit, and it crumbles after one. Junior is the first man on the scene, though, and his AWP keeps things even.
Wow.
Only for a moment.
Ballsy push.
Attacker gets up in his face. Bomb now planted, and Complexity of an awkward decision to make. Do they go for this? Do they risk everything on a 2-on-3? Or do they head into this next round with just these guns to work with? Grim attempts to make his move now, but cut out through the connector. And Stixie just too far away.
And they're playing arguably the best, or one of, on Train, and they're making it look easy.
I mean, now's the time to screw your head on. If you don't find success here, if you don't call the best round you've got right now, Train is over, and you're left to the mercy of Tyloo's Inferno. Junior with aggression, gonna net that opening for Complexity. It's not a bad way for this to start, but there's more miles to cover. 5-on-4. Job's not done yet. Jam Young left to the lurk outside of B, while the rest of the gang group up on the Ivy side.
They bail Grim out with that Molotov there. Attacker doesn't swing on his, but Grim just walks right in. And Attacker is sharp right now. 21 kills. Tyloo just start flooding this out of sight.
Look, Grim did all he can to kind of keep Complexity in this game, and now it's down to the rest of them to pick up the pieces. Junior and Sixy are living up to that at least. G's got 40 seconds to try and find a blinder here out through Ivy. Bomb on his back, that's the only thing going his way, and Sixy looking on from back six. G gonna swing him or find success. 3v1 turn 2v1, second by second, losing players. Good move there to extinguish the molly. Don't give G the fight he was hoping for. Is he going to try and run this B? That's mad.
He's got it.
G's got faith in his timings here. We'll have that plant down with about a second to spare. G has outmaneuvered Complexity, but does that give him enough room in this clutch? First player spotted, but he's getting pushed down the ramp. G's not ready for it. Backing up right in the nicks. Complexity live to fight another day as they ice out G. Wanted to try and deny this B space. That's the util they've lobbed in early. That's the one you heard them talking about there when we cut back to the player cams, but they end up feeding the G AWP.
So it just offers Tyloo this kill with no option to get out, no option to trade. Grim's gambling. They are reliant on the B hit. Otherwise, this is Tyloo taking Complexity's pick. They might force the kill early. That's just more for Tyloo. Fed the beast of Jam Young. 5-on-3. There should be no saving this round.
I mean, look, the one guy in the right place is Grim, but as he swings out into upper, he does not like what he sees. Complexity and their home map of Train looking to get torn away from them as once more Junior is left in an unwinnable clutch. Tyloo, 2-6 down on the back foot throughout the opening stages of this game. Launch one hell of a comeback.
Oh my.
And Complexity have been bullied here on a place they usually call home. They don't feel welcome on Train anymore. Their fates in Austin at this major left hanging in the balance as Tyloo run them down in the Train yard and sit just one map away from eliminating Complexity. They're going to come through with a bit of aggression to open up this map.
Oh my god.
Decisive strike over in mid as back and forth. We end up in this 2-on-2. JT steals himself away, hoping to be the difference maker, but gets toppled. Junior left in this, moves in to a lost site, bomb getting planted. Tyloo, how do they want to play this? Will it just be a case that they count down and swing together? Yeah, both out in the open now. They're given a chance to get into these post plants and things get even harder for Junior. Attacker, 4 kills deep in the pistol. On for the ace, swing from the pit, and Attacker gets all 5. This guy wants to send Complexity home today.
Yeah, dude, he's playing out of his mind. Some of the transfers we saw on Train are unbelievable for Attacker, and Tyloo are just down to scrap in every one of these rounds, going 5 wide, out middle, meeting Complexity there. And of course, all 5 from Attacker. All it takes is a rogue player to just walk into the B bomb site for info, and Tyloo will know.
They just left Banana. Crunch out in the top mid. Complexity bring the fight to Tyloo. That's a hell of a turn on from G. Will get run down after the double.
They read it.
Zaya 1v2 made it out stealthily through the apartments. He's got 30 seconds left to play with, but a smoke down, bomb dropped over in mid.
It's a long flank. Would he really go B if he gets this bomb? Would he make that call right now?
They have both left it. Going back to play through the apartment. Smoke now on this bomb. But 15 seconds? Aside, does he even have time for this? Trying to run now, but it won't happen. They give chase, and he's not winning this round. Complexity, they get cooking on this low econ round. The saved guns, all they had to play with. Decision to crunch mid, and they meet Tyloo.
Making their intentions pretty clear. Grim has no more ways to block the B-bomb site. Looks like a mid to B split.
Ooh, that's nice stuff for Junior. Orbs repelled that split out through mid. It's only Grim over towards B, but that AWP is making its way back around. Junior gonna get here in time with that re-smoke in at the top of Banana. Tyloo had to respect it, now playing contact. Guns have been spotted, Junior's hit another. Grim allowed to play his hand now, will get bested. Attackers made it in, and Junior doesn't want to get caught overextending here. The advantage is all Complexity have. 3-on-2. Still keeping the pressure on, but trying to walk that fine line.
Oh, no.
Aggression out of Attacker, thins the herd even further. And he'll make it all the way back into the dark position. A lot of time picked off this bomb already. Attacker dives back in for a little bit more. 60 does get the better of him and takes it one step further. It's going to be real close, but defuse held. Complexity. Still, this has been very resource intensive on the B side of the map for a long time now, right? The kind of contact or the illusion of it drew a third player back over, and so for the time being, it's just a 2-man hold for Complexity over an A. Gotta be another big round from Junior on this AWP. He's gone after one. Teammate overran. The pistols have broken through the defense. And that B stack now arrives. Smoke blowing open there. Made the first incision. But things can still get weird. Gonna catch a reposition. Mercury left in this one, but a dink down range finishes off Grim. 2 shots left in the M4. He's got to put a fresh mag in, and that's when JT spotted now will get the better of him. JT keeps complexity in this one, seals the deal on that 1v1 head-to-head, and locks in the lead for complexity. The captain getting it done.
Only an eco for Tyloo. Now they've got the big guns out. Complexity want to bring the heat. They want to lay down the pain. Fast down middle. Bit of a statement. They see that flash as well. They know there's a player on the ramp. But JT gets spammed through the smoke. Will that beckon them in? Right through the smoke to Grim. 4v2 in a minute. Tyloo stalled out.
I mean, the way that Grim has been playing all game long has kind of embodied what you've seen from him in this round. It's been a lot of aggression, trying to constantly, you know, press the advantage, seek out as much destruction as possible on these very aggro plays. And in the beginning, that came from, you know, him wanting to be the difference maker, feeling like he had to be the difference maker. Here on Inferno, though, it's been more of a team effort.
Ooh. Looked crazy. And Cole will get up to 4 rounds. This would be a hell of a way to flip the series on its head if they were to steal Tyloo's home map the same way Tyloo stole theirs, but we are very early here. Careful, JT. All alone, committed, and they're over the smoke. They can walk through on the car. Young testing, and he gets the kill. No business with that opener.
That's really awkward. JT was solo B playing that position as well. Grim had just peeled off. Now it's the scramble back over. He's thanking his lucky stars here that Tyloo didn't go quickly after getting that first kill. Still, a hulking individual effort will be needed. They've already wrapped in through the spawn. They choose that as their path to fight with this deep CT smoke in.
Old school strat. I would have liked to see Grim drop that Molotov, right? He knew there's a window that Tyloo could just pop into B. I guess he felt he had timing, but they just run in. And Tyloo, they've got tricks, man. You can't deny that.
Yeah.
That's why I like these short pops that they even almost won. Junior does it again, but player running back dodges. Ooh. Good break for Tyloo. Gets him an answer after Grim's smoke spam. Do they bite down on this play? Will they fall for the fake? JT hasn't wavered yet. Molly goes in. Second player moving over. Apps contact now.
Nix has no reason to leave. Swinging on in, though. He will fall. Junior had some swings and misses, but this is the round on a platter. If he can drop the bomb, that's it. It's over. Complexity, they're safe. If he falls, suddenly Tyloo are on, but that's a wild shot out of Junior.
Wait.
G, bomb retrieved. Just time to get it planted. Junior thought he'd done enough. Tyloo is still in with a chance. G's kept it open. This is a wild round. It's just Mercury, but he got the spot on this mid flank. Going back down in the mid now, he should have the backstab. 60's not looking this way. This kill is free. Mercury's picked it up. And now down to the 1v1. A bomb planted for Mercury, and it looks like he wants to play quickly here. JT moving in. Has to tap this bomb, and that's when Mercury swings. You could feel the intent there. Mercury wanted to fight straight away, leave nothing to chance.
Tyloo, this is where they can pick up some steam. Got a flash play for Cole. Molly smoked. Should be okay. They line up for G, and he's on for 4 in the round. Easily done for Tyloo. Lucky he didn't get that after all. Getting destroyed on day 1 by OG in a record-breaking performance. And even falling in the head-to-head to NRG. 3 in middle. Bomb's got to go back, right? This can't be the play. Trying to fake out Junior right now. If they get this kill, the whole round is going to come crumbling down, but he hits his shot. That keeps players in position. That forces Tyloo into the setup.
Yeah, Junior's become a lot more reliable on this AWP. Nick's in the pit with a good swing, well timed, sits in the molly for a moment. Picks his chance to go, and there just isn't time to win this for Tyloo. No last second heroics this time for G. Tyloo forced into the stack, and that's thanks to the Junior AWP hitting. For Complexity, that represents a chance at salvation, staying alive in Austin. For Tyloo, it would mean eliminating Complexity, putting them on the route to do so, being a map away from that, or sorry, a game away from that next stage. Jam Young on the opening, and an early 5v4 delivered to Tyloo as Complexity's aggression is punished early at the top of the round.
Yeah, when Tyloo get these kills, they never jump the gun, right? They're never rushing off of an entry on this map because they are reliable. They are convinced they have the depth on this T side, and it's showing. They get the 5v4, they freeze. Backs open to long for a moment, but no one punishing here for Complexity. And Tyloo are ready to trade this kill. 6E, a very difficult multi-kill here. He's got a teammate to help him out with that Molotov. They push in. 6E finds them both. Offer the Tyloo flash as well. Set up for more. G will find his teammate. They've got 6E trapped in right now. This could go wrong.
They've got 6E in a box, and this was a 2v4.
Oh, he's done.
He's been burnt, forced out into the swing. And Tyloo grind this one out into an even odds battle. Complexity don't know where to go right now. They're flying blind. Long's been open for a while. JT gonna try and slink in and take up this position. But Junior is getting wrapped.
Oh, Tyloo, the kind of team to walk through the motor smoke, man.
JT could alleviate a lot of the pressure right now, but he's missed that chance. Junior will get got on in time. G left in the clutch, and it's the clash of AWPers. G's gonna do it with a pistol, AWP out of ammo. Junior will not let him have it. I mean,
Cole
Junior
continue to try and force the issue.
As a player, been someone for a long time. He's just been trying to change the narrative around himself, regain some of the confidence he used to possess. If he can be the reason that Complexity stay alive in Austin, that would be a huge turnaround for Junior at a standard in this event.
Nick stopped them. That flash actually has a lot of impact. It stops the roll of Tyloo with the smoke down. They can still come through it together.
Oh, just one for Nix, but he's done his part in the round. Left Junior in another clutch.
A long way away. Is Messiah going to go A? It's the last thing you expect.
He's assuming Junior was far closer, right? Junior was actually scoped in, looking down the apartments. And so Junior arriving late here and still having seen nothing has clued him in. He's one step ahead here. Is this going to be another life-saving round from Junior's AWP? First shot sails past. Swing out from Messiah, but unable to convert on the kill. Nade primed, low on health. Junior's done so much damage, but the next shot means everything. And neither one of them can get their bearings. Eventually, the plant will be conceded. Messiah's down to the pistol. How much damage does he think he's done here? It's going to have to be a clean shot.
He's got the gap under the box. You can see him cross in left side.
Junior closing the distance. Glock swing!
Oh my!
Trying to pistol whip Complexity out, but Junior says not today.
What?
As the stand-in rises to the occasion for Complexity. That's back-to-back rounds in which Junior's AWP has had tremendous impact. Cole. Tyloo now move on to the CT half. And it's a very different tempo to what we got to open up Inferno. It was an all-in pistol brawl in mid to start this map. This one a lot more measured. Grim on the board early. Starts to pick through the defense of Tyloo. Attacker's made to withstand this axe hit, but his teammates in the site have been quelled in the meantime. Now Attacker falls, Jam Young and Messiah make their way over. Complexity scrapping every step of the way. Is that a decision they will come to regret as the bomb lost out in no man's land. This is turning against Complexity. Tyloo of the bomb control, and they're still getting aggressive. Messiah looking like he wants to walk through this smoke. Jam Young puts out one more. It's just Grim. This guy did all he could back on train to try and bail out his team.
The reroute is really nice, though.
Goes all the way around long side.
He could walk away.
Messiah's not watching this. Bomb's been retrieved. Well, Messiah realize? No peek out yet. Still hasn't seen that bomb's been stolen.
See ya.
Grim's had all the time in the world to get comfortable over towards this B site. He is set up. And a lot of times having ticked off this bomb already. Messiah has no time to be quiet or stealthy in this approach. No kit to work with either, so the kill's got to come instantly. Grim ices him out and handles it perfectly. That's Grim with 4 to save the day.
And it was the perfect read. Tyloo by the time this round. Fighting at Banana. Oh, this is risky for Cole. All here, looking interested. MP9s round corners, full flash. JT still does them in. And Grim gets more info. They know about a further player for Tyloo, so Cole can pull it off. Take that advantage. Tyloo are very good at freezing in these man advantages. And a gamble for Tyloo, it's all they've got.
And right now, the gamble's looking well-founded. Cole are going to recommit into the top of Banana, into this SMG. The last man is here. They know that Mercury is in at the top of Banana. 60's been sent away. It's Junior up close that was hoping to seal the deal on the round. Lock in double digits right there. Instead, it's got to be 60 in this clutch.
He's got a kit, he's got a smoke. Dare I say he's got a chance.
AK picked up as well. Low on health, sure, but one clean shot. That's all it takes for Mercury to ruin the day of Complexity. But 60's had a lot of time to get set up, much like Grim in the pistol, right? He's been given so much freedom here to pick and choose his post plant. 60 is exactly where he wants to be, and he's going to catch Mercury on that push back in.
Oh. Junior's got his T-side ult early, looking to force it at the top of Banana. Missed shot, but he's got a rifle beside him. Grenade hurts. Tyloo still looking to fight. 3 players here. JT gets the fear and smokes the Molotov, but they go swinging in. Tyloo 4v5. JT pushing the issue.
JT's put so much pressure on over at B, and he got a lot of info as well. He knows once again it was a 3-man start on that side of the map. And that's given Complexity enough reason to set their sights on this A play. G-Zorp roams in this location, though. He's got support as well from Attacker down here in the pit. That nade gonna get rid of JT, finish this fights from earlier on at Banana. Orp on the line, and G just not letting up, but more will be required from Tyloo Zorpa. Surely not, Junior.
I mean,
9 HP,
yeah.
and he'll decide against it. Holding onto the Orp, just too tempting. And so a swing and a miss for Complexity. The round that could have just laid this map to rest won't come through. See if he's up for the task. Gonna catch that first man in. G still goes unpunished. Messiah now in the kill feed alongside him, and this B play crumbles for Complexity.
Felt desperate through that smoke. They have an AWP, they have pistols. Really trying to jump the gun here, Complexity. And now they just have to wait for a mistake. That's really your call. And I think Tyloo hit the scope of the AWP. They know not to peek CT. They just set up back sight and say, come back for more.
hasn't been missing a beat. G can't seem to set a foot wrong. And that was the one chance Junior was going to have to get rid of his AWPing counterpart on the other side. They say to Nyx, mate, just go die. We need the money. Junior's going to try get out with this AWP intact. But the scoreline's starting to close up, and rather crucially, that's a flawless round leveled against Complexity from Tyloo. Now they're starting to build up money on this CT side. Whatever you lob in here, that's where you're ending up.
And Tyloo are already in their ending round setup, right? They're not moving from these positions. They're waiting for the full commit. 35 seconds to go for Complexity. They just have to hit B, and Mercury knows what's up. He's got supporting flashes as well. Good luck.
Flashes rain in at Jam Young in the kill feed first. They weren't ready for JT, but Messiah's just bailed them out. Mercury swinging through the smoke. And Complexity get destroyed in a banana. Nyx might have found the gap on this flank, but with his whole team dead, it won't ever come to matter. A flawless round from Tyloo. But this is what it comes down to. This is what they've been playing for. And as mentioned, it's going to be a real grind to close out this game. Tyloo have got all the cash in the world. Cole do not have that privilege. Someone has to save them. And whether that's a call from JT, a Hail Mary from Grim, who you know has been trying to press every advantage he can get his hands on in this series, something has to give if Cole want to break through. Otherwise, Tyloo are right there. They find themselves in this 4-on-3. It's the best spot they've been in this second half since the pistol.
Oh,
so this is where it's going to come together, but they lose Grim now. Found through the mid-smoke. That advantage disappears, and everything gives way to uncertainty. 3-on-3. Cole pumped the brakes. These next few seconds decide everything. What's the play gonna be? How does JT want this one to end? Everyone's grouping over towards A. They're going into the two-man hold, and they lose Nyx around the corner in middle. This advantage squandered. 4-on-3. They haven't made a dent since then. 6-0 on the wrap out towards the long side. The position to try and make a difference, but he's iced out, and so Junior, trial by fire as the fate of Complexity rests on the shoulders of their stand-in. Not armed with his AWP. He's got to do it with the rifle. He's going searching for the player in pit. This is wild routing. Junior knows exactly what he's got to do if he wants to pull this one off, but he can't get a bearing on Mercury. A swing and a miss in a must-win clutch. Tyloo now up in the lead and just rounds away from eliminating NA's team.
A single shot from that clutch being set up from Junior. One more bullet would have done it into the 1v1 with advantage. But instead, this streak continues to build for Tyloo. A 7th round in a row would be elimination point. Tyloo, they can hear it coming. Complexity fast out middle. Mercury flashing himself back in, continuing to find impact as the in-game leader. He's got firepower behind him.
6-0 finished off, and Tyloo have 2 chances to eliminate Complexity. Complexity's do-or-die moment is right now. Their fate's in Austin, on the line. Up through Banana, they traded places with Jam Young. It's chaos. He's in behind them. They will flush out Jam Young. G lies in front of them. Decides to fight and die on the hill that is Banana. Blows the smoke open. How is G still alive? He's bought so much time. It took Complexity forever to flush him out of that corner. And no advantage in this game has felt safe for Complexity. At 3-on-2 in the final round, but look where Attacker lies. He's made the play through the apartments. He's got the bomb right here, ready to go down in mid. And 6-0's got no reason to check this. Tyloo trying to tear this away from Complexity at the 11th hour.
Big kill. Nix was already past. His teammate waits to pick up that bomb. They've got a safe path into this bomb site. There's still a chance, but Mercury, he's had a couple of goes at clutches, pulled up one in the first half. The captain of this squad, top performer right now, looking to win it on his own. 1v2. Sees the info, sees a player in the site, knows about the pit, crosses in quick, and he finds that isolation kill, but Junior keeps complexity in it. I mean, they seem frustrated. They just ran up Banana, right? That was the call for complexity, just throwing everything they can at Tyloo. They do it again. There's another triple stack. Will that be the answer? It doesn't look likely. Jam Young, double kill, and complexity capitulation at the major. It might be too little. It might be too late.
Sixy has found a golden timing, and he is threading the needle on this play. He knows one kill is not how you win this round. One kill is not how you keep your team alive at the major. He's got to be more than that. He's got to do more than that. In with this backstab, Sixy's been flushed out. All he could to try and bring complexity into a post plant, get them in with this bomb. Nix and Junior, the two left in it. Complexity's last hope resting on the shoulder of a stand-in. And their latest addition.
Full retake. Get everything in order. This is Tyloo's round to lose.
Pressure's at a fever pitch. Nix force forward, flashes are good, and Nix is overran. Tyloo eliminate complexity. The lone star of Cole gone from Austin. As Tyloo earn their stripes, they now sit one BO3 away from that next stage.